Hello, in this video we are going to find the end behavior of a function based on the function's factored form. Here we have f of x is equal to x minus 8 squared times x plus 5 squared. This is in exponential form, so you want to go ahead and you want to expand it out, which would be x minus 8 times x minus 8 times x plus 5 times x plus 5. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to determine your leading coefficient, and here we don't see a leading coefficient in the front here, so therefore our leading coefficient is 1. The second thing that we want to do is we want to determine the degree power. How many zeros do we have? How many x's are there? And in this case we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. From the exponential form, you can see that you have 1x here and it's squared, so that counts as 2. You have another x here and it's squared, so that counts as 3 and 4. So I have a quartic function, and quartic functions generally represent visually kind of like a parabola. Sometimes there can be different stuff going on here in the middle, but their end behaviors are always the same. They're either both going up or they're both going down. In this case, they are both going up. We don't have a negative coefficient, so we're not going to be reflected down, and therefore our end behavior as x goes to negative infinity, and then also to the same as x goes, we'll make that one positive, as x goes to negative infinity. Both of these have the same end behavior, right? So as I go to the right, it's going up, and then as I go to the left, it is going up. So we can say f of x is going towards positive infinity, f of x is going towards positive infinity. And thus we have determined the end behavior of this function. Next, I also have another quartic function, except this time I just want to point out that I have a leading coefficient here of -1. Okay, and the second thing we want to do is we want to determine, I already told you that it is a quartic function, and if we expand this out, we have -x, we have x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 2. So you really see your zeros here, or your x's. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since we have a negative coefficient and we have a quartic function, my function is going to be face downwards. So then as x goes towards positive infinity, as my function goes to the right, we start going down. F of x goes to negative infinity. And then as as x goes towards negative infinity, f of x goes to negative infinity. This should be negative infinity, right? They both go the same direction. They both go down. Okay, and thus we have determined the end behavior of a function from factored form.